Hi guys, welcome to another video and welcome to the first video after Camp Nanowrimo. So this is just going to be a quick little summary update of how things went. Too long to read, if you will, if you didn't watch the vlog videos, which to be honest, I don't blame you for not watching because it is just me rambling, just like this is just me rambling. I planned that well. Yeah, it is now May. We're in May and the situation has not improved all that much. We are still in lockdown. We are still unable to leave our homes apart from the designated 30 minutes of exercise as long as it's within your area. We are still queuing 2 meters apart outside of supermarkets. We are still crossing the street to avoid our neighbours. We are still going out on Thursday evenings on our doorstep to clap for the NHS and for all of the amazing key workers like supermarket workers and caretakers and amazing individuals that are doing jobs that I can't even begin to imagine the stress of. So really, my routine has not changed all that much. I still have not received any news of when I'm going back to work in the nursery. I have not gotten any news of when things are going to turn back to normal. We are still doing D&D online, we are still having games nights online, and I am really missing my family. So I have a fairly big family and they live fairly close, like at least 5 units of my family live within a 20-minute drive. And it's just killing me not being able to see them. Like my granddad calls me every single day to have a conversation, which is lovely, and he did that even before quarantine, so that's one bit of routine that's still there. I am still talking to my mum every other day. I have 3 amazing little sisters that I can't see and I miss so much. And I don't know if they watch these videos or not, but please don't tell the parents. But also, if you are watching, I'm really proud of you and I miss you like crazy, and that goes to every member of my family, my cousins, my aunts. I miss you. This got off on a very weird start, and this is just continuing to grow outwards. Help me. Yeah, this was originally supposed to be an update about my writing, but now it's just turning into an update in general about my life. And I don't seem to have much of a life at the moment, much like everybody else in the world. Swings and roundabouts, you get what you're given. Yeah, as for the writing, that is something that I am in control of, for the most part, and I'm really enjoying. I am still enjoying the project, I am still enjoying the characters, I am still enjoying writing a sequel. So my overall goal for Camp Nanowrimo, so let's backtrack. My original goals were do at least 10,000 words of editing on the first book and then over 35,000 words of the sequel. Now, if you looked at my Camp Nano websites, the Nanowrimo website, then you'd see that I actually smashed the 35,000 words and ended up getting pretty damn close. I think it was only 500 words short of 50,000. I am so happy. And then with the original book, it's really hard to keep track of counting words when it comes to editing, because obviously everything's there. So unless you're deleting a scene, taking note of the word count, adding a scene, and then doing your maths that way, it might make sense, but I'm not math inclined, so I really struggled to keep track of just how many words I was editing. But I did manage to get a good chunk of it done, and I kept track of chapters instead, which worked out so much better. I'd say I got up to 12 chapters edited, something like that. It would have been more, but then I was backtracking, and then I had the sequel to write as well because I need multitasking. That is something I have discovered about myself in lockdown, that I don't seem to do well unless I am stressing myself out to the point of an anxiety attack, basically. Super healthy, I know. It's like, I think that's why I did so well in, I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, I'm just saying that for me this was an achievement for main Camp Nanowrimo in November, when I wanted to do 80,000 words, even though I was working 2 jobs, going to Pole once a week, having D&D nights once a week, seeing family, all the jazz. So, you know, it was a lot, and it was a lot of juggling, and I was forced to put myself into a routine and forced myself to have some kind of time management skill built up so that I could get the job done, and I got very close with 73,000 words. Here, I feel like, oh well, you don't have 2 jobs to worry about now because you're in lockdown, you're not going anywhere, so really you should be doubling that, maybe like 100,000 words or something like that. But I didn't. And that's really bizarre to me until I started thinking about it. Back then, I had a set routine. I knew exactly where I was going to be, on what days, even if when I was in the shop, you got retail hours, so things are messed around and jumped here and there, and oh, can you work this shift instead of that shift? But I knew I was going to be there at some point. So I had a routine. So in the times I had to write, my brain had jump-started into, you must write as much as possible now. So I was writing less, but writing more, as in I had less time to write, but I was pushing myself to write more in that time, which is why I did so well. Here, I have no routine. I can do whatever I want at any time of day, and it doesn't matter. So I was drifting a lot, and I was drifting from this project to that project, and then gaming, and then catching up on household stuff that I've been putting off for months, and just little stuff like that, and there is no routine. So my writing, even though I had more time to write, I didn't write as much as I did in the time that I have, because no routine. It is such a... I don't know what it is. I don't know. I seem to work better under stress, and yet stress in general doesn't fit well with me because anxiety-fueled brain, and I don't know, I'm just hardwired to be self-destructive apparently. But, you know, Camp Nanowrimo's over now, and I'm still writing, and I'm actually finding that I'm writing a bit more a day, and well, obviously I'm okay with that, I'm brilliant with that. I'm actually hoping to get the rest of the first book edited by the end of the week. It's a big ask, and I'm slowing down on writing the sequel in order to do that, but I think that's going to be better in the long run because then I can hand that over to beta readers again and focus more on the sequel, and just, you know, it's a very jumpy kind of thing going on in here. Yeah, I don't really know what this video was intended to be. On one hand, I started the video with the intention of being like, hey, Camp NaNoWriMo's over, here's a summary of everything that happened, but then it was the same thing happening all the time, and now we've spiraled into whatever rant this is. I guess the long and short of it is, I did really well with sequel writing. I'm really proud of myself on that one. Editing was not as scary as I thought it was going to be originally, because it's common knowledge at this point, I hate editing. I hate reading over stuff that I've written because in my head it's the cringiest damn thing that's ever seen the light of day, burn it now kind of thing. Whereas then beta readers are like, no, you just suck at grammar. English degree right here, and believe it or not, no, I'm not blaming myself on that one. It was the English degree, because in 3 years of doing an English literature degree with creative writing, there was not one single thing on grammar and sentence structure. So I'm taking self-taught on that one. What is with this one little girl that refuses to be part of the team? Yeah, editing, not as scary as I thought it was going to be. Writing the sequel, tricky, especially with planning. I was all over the place with planning, but I have now got myself a solid plan that I'm really happy with. Guaranteed it will change in a few weeks' time, but what can you do? And yeah, I'm just feeling really excited about this future, and this girl's off again. You know what, fine. You do you. Yeah, I'm really excited about what the future may bring. I still plan on hopefully publishing the first book sometime later this year, but that all depends on my brain power, really. Pray for me, guys, pray for me. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here because this turned into such a weird tangent rant kind of thing. Long story short, editing. Better than I thought, still going, hoping to finish editing by the end of this week. Writing, smashed 35,000 words, almost got to 50,000, really happy with that, but the planning was hell, hopefully got that issue sorted. Still in lockdown, nothing's changing there. Mentally, I'm doing a lot better than what I was, but the walls are still closing in. It's good that I still do have contact with people, whether it's through the videos or whether it's through online D&D and games nights and my friends on Facebook. And yeah, there's still some contact there. I'm missing my family like crazy, but we're still talking. And still washing my hands every 5 minutes, which is why a nail varnish cannot last longer than 2 days. Yeah, ending the video here. Sorry this was so jumbled. I promise future ones will be... I can't promise future ones will be more jumbled because you know me by now. Yeah, I hope you're all staying safe. I hope that you are still maintaining some level of positivity. I hope you're all doing something creative, and we're gonna get through this. Eventually, I don't know how, I don't know when, but we will get through this. I may be bald by then. You never know. Okay, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, my scribblers.